guys, and welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Wimbledon. If you're still enjoying the series, drop a like on the video. If we can get 400, that'd be amazing. As you can see, Champions League draw, we're in the top pot. I don't really know how we're in the top pot, given that we've only got... Is that... Oh, it's because of the way they changed it, isn't it? Champions automatically go into the top pot. Sorry, I completely didn't realise that. I was thinking it was done on the coefficient like it used to be, but it's the champions of the top 8 leagues go into the top pot, don't they? So we're automatically in there regardless, which is both good and bad, because it means that we could get some really tough... Then again, we'd have to play them anyway, we'd just get the better seeding. So let's just start the draw and I'll do a question of the day. And today's question of the day is this: who is the most surprising managerial appointment you've seen on FM? And we were in Group A, which is going to be fun. So for me, it was when Stalis Solbakken took over Manchester United on my Pompey save last year, and he absolutely slayed with them until we came along, basically. They were fantastic. And some people have said that he continued to do that afterwards in the save I put up. So who do we get? We get, oh my goodness gracious me. Well, you know, it's always important to get in the top pot, because then you avoid teams like Barcelona. Oh, wait, no, you don't. What is our luck with these things? By the way, we've been drawn away at Crystal Palace in the third round of the Capital One Cup as well, to add insult to injury. We never get lower league teams in that tournament. Here we're going to get Zenit St. Petersburg. Okay, that's a bit better. If the next team is a really weak one as well, then, oh, it'd be cool if we played against Celtic. I'd love to see that one. Right, who else have we got available? Roma and Sparta. Roma are in that. Oh, please not Roma. Please not Roma. Who are we going to get? And it's going to be Ghent. Okay, a Belgian side. I think that's a decent group for us. Okay, yeah, fine. Barcelona, we might struggle to actually win this group, which is a shame, but there you go. But I think we've got a really good chance at comfortable progression with Zenit and Ghent in there as well. So that should be good for us. I'm really pleased with that. I do actually have another signing to show you guys. There's been a lot more happening in the transfer window. 2 players have left and 1 has joined us, and I think you're going to like him. But anyway, enjoy the highlights of the games we played this month, including games probably featuring him, and I will join you guys in a sec for the first game in the Champions League, which again, I don't know who it will be, but that's all going to be part of the surprise. I'll see you guys in a sec. Out for Manquillo, we need a good cross now, Javi. Everton's in. Fabio, and it is 1-0 to Wimbledon. Wimbledon 1, Sunderland 0. Fabio's first goal of the season, and that hopefully will be the first of very many as we attempt to retain our title. Kenneth. Out for Manquillo again down the wing. Now we're starting to get a bit of business going. Manquillo's ball. Kenneth's header, I think, and it's 2-0 to Wimbledon. It's a Chapman own goal, actually. Harry Chapman's own goal. Wimbledon 2, Sunderland 0. Well, there we go. Wimbledon 2, Sunderland 0. Fairly comfortable win with the rotated side and a clean sheet. All good. Fabio picks it up here, back to the edge of the box for Isla, takes a touch, scores. We lead at St Mary's after just 1 minute, and it's Philip Isla. Both of our wingers are really stepping up in place of their counterparts being injured or travelling. Back to Makula, careful. Oh, it's in. Oh, and Neves with the goal. Southampton 0, Wimbledon 2. Edgar Neves scores his first ever league goal for Wimbledon. Great stuff, and 2-0. There we go, 2-2-0 to start the season off. We've yet to concede a goal, and we are looking groovy. I didn't know. Masek now. Fabio, Peter, now Salvi's in, and now Salvi has scored. After 7 minutes, Alessandro Salvi makes it Wimbledon 1, Leicester 0, and it looks like we can hopefully go and get 3 wins out of 3 here, which would be ideal. Skipping around all over the place. Farmer, out wide for Brian Gomez. Ball in, headed away, Baltam's header, and it's gone over the top of them. Wimbledon 2, Leicester City 0, and Imran Baltam scores his first of many, hopefully, this year, and we're 2-0 up again. Well, there we go, another 2-0 win. We're making mincemeat of teams without really dominating them on the scoreline. That will hopefully come in time, though. Isla, loses it, but Makula's got it back. Can he get that ball in, though? That's what we need here. Whipped in, Peters across, and it's 1-0 at Selhurst Park. Alexander Pida with the goal, and hopefully this could be a breakout season for him, but we lead in our 4th consecutive game. Javar's throw to Masek now. Oh, edge of the box for Fabio. Brings it down. Great goal. It's 2-0 here. We're not even playing that well today, and we've had to rotate a lot because the international football's ruined our players, but it's 2-0 to Wimbledon again. Isla whips one to Fabio on the edge of the box. Can he turn and get a shot away? Skips round 1 challenge. Salvi skips through a few. Oh, it's straight in. Palace 0, Wimbledon 3. Alessandro Salvi scores his 2nd goal in as many games. What a season he's on for this year, and our first 3-0 win of the season. Well, there we go. Palace 0, Wimbledon 3. Another fantastic victory and another great clean sheet. Cabrera doing a fantastic job as well. Right, guys, we are back, and as you can see, we've managed to do exactly what I was hoping we'd be able to do, which was to win our first 4 matches. We've actually not conceded a single goal in the league yet, which is pretty impressive, although I believe Stoke have... No, they haven't. Stoke, up until the last game, had in fact done the same thing. But we're doing well. We've kept 4 clean sheets on the bounce, and you'll notice that Alexander Peter is there as the 3rd best average rating player in the league. So clearly he's turning in the performances despite only having scored 1 goal. I feel like keeping the faith in him this year might be a good decision. But I've done some other things elsewhere. But one thing I did want to quickly talk about before we do that is that I didn't actually win Manager of the Month. despite winning every single match without conceding a goal. The thing that most annoyed me about that is it came after when we played 3 games, but at the time Man United had only played 2 and their manager got it. But they'd played 2 less, they played one less game than us. So I don't get why I don't know. It sort of just shows you that the system the game uses to decide that just seems to be completely broken. Their games were against Blackburn and Ipswich as well. Like, really? But there you go. So that's a little bit annoying, but hey, who cares? Ipswich are really struggling. I don't think I even mentioned, but Ipswich are in the Premier League, which is really, really cool to see. I'm really enjoying that. So a couple of things. Firstly, Mohar has now finally left the club. I decided that what happened was I was doing around looking to make that segment I was talking about where I was going to show you guys the best regens in the game, but it was taking a little while to scout players and find them because some of them were just well out of our range, and most of them, there was a couple at Manchester City, one at Barca, who we might see in today's game actually. Or maybe was it Real Madrid? I can't even remember. But I came across a guy from Porto, and I thought to myself, this guy actually looks really good, and I don't know why I didn't see him before when I was looking at centre-backs. And this is Gerardo Cabrera. And I basically said to myself, you know what? I've got an opportunity here, because the value it said was 24 million, and I thought, I wonder how much they'd actually want for him, because obviously it's Porto, but it's not. If it was Real Madrid, I wouldn't have had a chance, but because it was Porto, I thought maybe we can get him. So I put a bid in of 24 million. They said they wanted 42, and I thought, really? That seems a little low, but eventually we've actually got them on a deal that could potentially rise to 46, but most of the money is we've only paid 10 million up front and a further 25, but then there's some more in like add-ons for like international not international appearances, it must be on like goals scored and stuff like that, but that's fine. So I just thought to myself, you know what, we're going to go over it. Look at this: 18 heading, 19 marking, 18 tackling, 13 jumping reach isn't superb, but he's still done very well in the air so far. 20 strength, he's not super slow either. He's got decent composure. There's nothing about him for me that really stands out as being like a big glaring error for a centre-back, to be honest, and I'm really, really pleased with him. So in order to make that deal happen, though, I had to move on Mohar. So I did. I offered him out, and Leicester actually agreed to sign him for 26 million quid. No one else would put in a bid of more than 12, but Leicester went, you know what, we'll give you 26 million up front, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to take that. So I did, and that was able to finance the deal. And then Manchester City, of all teams, put a £13 million bid in for Bozzo. Since we've got Iseka, I thought, yes. So he's gone as well. We're actually doing quite well money-wise, but I think we've got ourselves a hell of a centre-back. So, goals scored at the moment. Salvi has 2, Everton has 2, Fabio has 2, and lots of players have 1, which is good. Assist-wise, Fabio has 2 of those as well. Makula's picked up a couple, so that's good to see as well. And, well, in terms of average rating over the last few matches, one thing that's worth noting is that Cabrera is averaging a 7.44, and for a centre-back in this team, that is superb. That's really good to see, that we're actually getting some good performances out of him. Peter, as you can see again, he might have only played 2 times, but he's been superb in both. He got an assist in one and a goal in the other. It's good to see. So, we're playing Barcelona today. That's happening. But I'm just really, really psyched about the way things are going so far. We're doing a very good job with the games that we've played so far. We've got Bournemouth next in the league, which is great. Unfortunately, we got a lot of players that came back from international duty very, very tired after. Why is that so slow? Like, they were on like 78% fitness when it came to the Palace game, despite there being a week in between. So I rotated things around a little bit as much as I could. So Baltam and Salvi had rests. I think they came off the bench later in that one. But Cabrera might just have to start here. You can see, look at the difference between him and Zissa over the last few matches. It really is noticeable. I mean, I'm actually going to start Ballesta in this one, because look at him. Ballesta and Cabrera are doing a superb job in there. Achabar, not really what I want. In fact, I'd be tempted to start Iseki today, or Iseki, or whatever his name is, to give that one a crack out. So I'm thinking this is a decent looking side now. It's Barcelona though, but we are at home. You just never know what we're capable of. We're going to give it a crack and see. I wonder if they're still playing the tiki-taka style, or whether they'll just lump it over the top to God knows who's in their team. I dread to think. I haven't actually looked fully through the Barcelona team in quite some time, so we're going to give this one a little crack here. This game has a draw written all over it, apparently. We're actually 12-1 to win the Champions League, which is impressive. So Fernandes, Gerson, Neymar, actually he's still there, Mbula, Weigl, Thiago Maia, Kaisela, Anton, Murillo, Jose Marcelo, and Ter Stegen's on the bench. Francisco Jose, Rodriguez, Pons, Lionel Messi's still there, Ocampos, Silva, and Avila. Not seeing, is he a... I don't think he's a region, is he? Oh, he is. Sergio Fernandez. That might be one of the guys I was looking at as being an incredible region. So there's one of them, guys. In fact, yeah, I must have scouted him. So yeah, that's, well, it says it would be a quality signing. But of course, that's my problem. Signing players like that is just never going to happen, because one, he's worth 52 million. So Barca will probably want about 150 million for him or something. And I just don't know. It's just not the sort of thing we need to do. I think we're doing just fine with the signings we've got. And I think that Cabrera, I mean, 7.44 in those games, I think he's done a really, really solid job in a very short space of time. He's big in the air, he does everything right, and he's got great concentration. You know, we've kept 4 clean sheets so far this season in a row. We'll probably concede early on in this game, which would suck, but there you go. Then again, if we were to get something from this game, that would really set our stall out as actually saying, you know what, we're going to compete for this year. We really are going to put ourselves in the hat for the Champions League. And unfortunately, the board expect us, to get to the semi-finals this year. They're really pushing those objectives. They expect us to basically win every cup and get to the semi-finals, which is a little bit of a stretch, I'd say. Right, we're going to get to the half an hour mark before I make my first change to the tactics. Masek now. It's great to have Salvian back. Oh, it's just really, I love looking at this team and thinking, my God, they've really developed brilliantly. The only thing we really need now is for Peter to develop. I think he's the missing link in this team. If Peter can develop and we can get someone awesome at fullback, really bombing down there, I genuinely think that could be the difference between us. They're going a lot of long passes. We're actually doing okay. I might just leave it as it is till half time and we can take a better look with a little bit more data to go by. But Peter loves to, he, completes a lot of passes. He links up the play nicely. He's getting there now. And I think I saw some people saying that, we should sell him because he's been crap. But I just really don't think he has been that crap. I think he was young. He did a lot better than any other young player we brought in with a similar sort of squad level. And I think he'll improve a lot this year, and he already has shown me little snippets of that. I don't think he'll ever be a massive goal scorer. That's Fabio's job, and everyone else around him, thankfully. We're going down the right a little bit more, and interesting, a lot of their passes are long, but then they've had a little couple of triangles there. So what we might do with the second half is firstly go down the right, obviously, but that goes without saying most of the time. And what I might also do is, how do we deal with that? Maybe just stand off a tiny little bit. Wait, what are we on? We're on that. So if we just stand off them a little bit more, I don't want to drop too deep, but if we just stand off a little bit, it might just mean that we can get ourselves in a better position to deal with some of those longer passes. That's just the way I'm looking at it. A 0-0 draw for me wouldn't be the worst result in the world, but if we could get the win against Barcelona of all teams, which, based on what we've done so far, isn't exactly out of the question. Ghent are winning away at Zenit as well, which is interesting. Farmers doing a lot of completion of passes, but we're not getting a lot of shots on target, so what I'm going to do is drop that tempo down a much lower and try to just try to work it from there. Try and create some opportunities, because we're getting a few chances, but we're not hitting the target enough, and that is a worry for me. What I also might do is take a quick gander to see if there's any changes here that might be made. Okay, so that's not really that relevant, but it might just make a tiny little bit of difference. Let's see. Oh, crap. Neymar headed away. Good stuff. And Peter could pick this up, but can he hold on to the ball long enough? He's actually done very well there. That's very well played from Peter. Fabio, now he needs to make that run, though. Fabio out wide for Imran Baltam. Go on, Imran. Take your man on. Farmer. Come on, there's a chance here, I can tell. Masek. Need a little bit of link up now, a little bit of fast link up, although we're playing quite low. Salvi's in, Salvi's round. What a save. What a save from the keeper there. Salvi probably should have done a bit better, but he took his time over it. We worked the ball nicely into the box, but that's our first real chance of the game. Cabrera, out wide for Baltam. He's got a decent pass in him, Cabrera, as well. Planet-esque. Jose Marcelo, look at that for facial hair, and whoa, a red card, hello. Okay, my giddy arm. Okay. That is surprising, and they've made a double substitution. I think that's immediately after that, though. Right, let's just give it a sec so I can see their formation. Right. So I had to flip it on myself so I can actually see where we're going. We're going to go down the left and exploit that huge gap. And also, given that... No, actually, I might keep the tempo as it is. Oh, actually, no, wait, they're going... Right, we're going down both wings now. I'm going to look for some overlaps too. We've got to try and take this opportunity to win. I feel like it's a good opportunity right now. See, against 10 men, I never really know what to do. Do you push the tempo to try and drag them out of position? Or do you just stick with the low tempo and hope that you'll break them down? I might have to be a bit more expressive, though. We're going to just... Actually, no, I think... Yeah, we'll mix passing up because it means there might be some gaps. That's the first change. I'm going to make a substitution now. Who have we got? Right, Cabrera, as good as he's been today, which is reasonable... we're going to have to get him off for Zissa just because he's looking knackered at the moment. Right. Salvi's looking nervous. And he's not had the best game either, so I might get Everton on. Shit, I forgot to do the bench thing again. Ooh. Who else? This is a tough one. I might just leave it at that for now. See what we can do later on in this game. We've got to find a way through them. We need to find that goal. I'll see what we can do for the next couple of minutes. We're looking better now. We're getting some shots, but... I might tell them to dribble less and try to pass it a bit more. Neymar's about to smash this one in the top corner, by the way, so we'll just let that happen. And then... well, there you go. That's Barca for you, isn't it, really? We've done well, but unfortunately, if you can't take your chances where we get them, and then they can just do that. I've just spilled drink down myself. That was clumsy of me. That was really disappointing. Because you know it was about to happen. The moment you get the free kick highlight, Neymar isn't going to miss there. Really, that's a bit too far out. Really? I mean, That's really frustrating to lose this one. I feel like this is a bit like that PSG game we played, right? We're going to have to go on control, on attack. I might not look for the overlap, actually. I find that sometimes that can distract a little bit. And we're going to push much higher up as well. Screw it, we're going to go much higher tempo. We need to create something in this game. And I'm going to close them down like crazy as well. And just try to, I don't know, hammer them out for the final 12 minutes of this game and see what we can create. I'm gutted, really. I feel like we should have done better with the opportunities we've had. I feel like we probably could have done better with this game. Fabio, out wide for Everton. Go on, get a late equaliser, get at least a draw. Ball in, back post, Beltam! Yeah! Imran with the goal, and it is Wimbledon 1, Barcelona 1. Imran Beltam equalises for us. It would have been better if it was a late winner, but at least a 1-1 draw isn't the worst result in the world, and it will certainly give us a good chance. I don't think we'll be able to do anything in the new camp, but it's better than nothing. And also, just as a side note, what an absolutely fantastic pick out that was from Everton. Where is the highlight? Oh, they're arguing with the referees now. I'm guessing they think Imran Beltam was offside. Don't know if he was or not, but Juanma Anton, who has another delightful beard. What is it with Barca and beards? Everton's practically on the touchline. Oh, it wasn't Everton, it was actually Iseki. What a pick out that is for Beltam. Is this on the volley as well? Not quite, just bouncing up on the half volley. What a finish that is. A season ago, at the start of last season, he would have fluffed that. Absolutely fluffed that. But this season, he's just looking just like he was towards the end of last season. I think 20 goals this year. What is going on? Why is the game taking so long to do random things like that? Anyway, I didn't expect there to be one more chance for us, but I know a 1-1 draw against Barca certainly shows you how far we've come, and I think it gives me nothing to fear about a team like Barca in like playing them in the next round of this competition. It was disappointing still because I feel like we should have done better, so I am still far from pleased with them. Just to try and fire them up, and that's the first goal we've conceded in all competitions this year. So that's no, it's not because of the Charity Shield, but since then anyway. So Ghent actually won away at Zenit, which is probably quite useful for us in a way, because I believe that Ghent are the weakest team in the group, so for them to get the away win there could do a lot for us in terms of just making it very easy to qualify for the group now, because they're taking points off of each other in reverse fixtures, so to speak. So next episode we've got Bournemouth at home in the league, which means we surely have to get 5 on the bounce in the league, and I'd like to keep 5 clean sheets there too, if we could, but we can't go for any like achievements because again Barca scored the goal against us, so it's not going to make any difference, which is a shame. I might have to cut again to the point where something actually happens. Right guys, we are back. That took bloody long enough, didn't it? I'm thinking, I don't know, like, oh actually I think we should do Chelsea at home, because that's like a reasonable amount of games away, plus it's Chelsea at home, and you know, that's going to be a big game because we've got some huge games coming up. But I don't know, I want to make sure we concentrate a bit more on the Champions League as well this year. Maybe get a couple of extra live comms in there. But then at the same time, I also want to make sure that we sort of... So I think what we'll do after the Chelsea game is possibly the Zenit one and then finish things off against Ghent there. That way we get 3 Champions League live comms in the group stage, which I think would be reasonable. And then we can obviously do lots of them. Hopefully we'll go a bit further in the competition this year. So, yeah, if you have enjoyed this episode, guys, please do drop a like on the video. That'd be amazing. And if you'd like to even more than that, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in your inbox every single day at 7 o'clock. And I will join you guys in the next episode for a live comp against Chelsea at New Plough Lane. That could be one of the first big title clashes of the season. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.